All right, I'm gonna hit the intro. 1, 2, ready, go. Welcome to Invigorate Radio. It is July 11th, 2018, and I am one of your hosts, Jen, and she is...
Joy! And we are ready to stick some good stuff in your head.
That's right. And we're going to get started with what national day is it? It is...
I don't know.
July 11th. And, man, it's a jam-packed day on national days today, Joy.
I see that.
It is,
wow.
We're going to get started with All-American Pet Photo Day. Have you been taking pictures of your little puppy today?
No, I didn't even know it was that day. I don't think she does either.
She didn't get the memo.
No, she didn't
get the memo.
She's illiterate when it comes to tapping buttons.
Yeah, she's just not up to the technology, Miss JoJo.
Right.
It says All-American Photo Day is observed annually today, July 11th. And it's said to charge a camera and be prepared to take adorable pictures of your pets. Whether they are four-legged or the furry kind. So on All-American Pet Photo Day, every pet is included. And it said within their research, they were unable to identify the creator of the All-American Pet Photo Day. It just exists. They don't know how. They don't know where it came from. But you could share your pictures and your pets' photos on social media with the hashtag All-American Pet Photo Day. So there you go.
Wow.
And I know, right?
Yeah.
It made me wonder when I was looking through the calendar today on this stuff, thinking it would be hilarious if somebody actually celebrated every single national holiday and, logged it. Be like today is also National 7-Eleven Day. So
really?
Yeah.
You mean the gas station there?
Yes.
That place?
Yes, the gas station. Yep. National 7-Eleven Day is observed today. And it is the day that 7-Eleven convenience stores reserve special deals for their customers. Each year, 7-Eleven celebrates the day and honors their customers in a variety of ways. The Slurpee is often one of their featured items on a hot summer day. You can observe National 7-Eleven Day by going to your local 7-Eleven gas station and you might want to check. It says, and get a free Slurpee in your favorite flavor. But I don't know if your local one is doing it. And that would kind of, be kind of a little sketchy when you roll into there and be like, I get a free Slurpee because the website and a podcast told me so. So I recommend you check ahead of time before you go snag yourself a free Slurpee.
Yeah, say Jen and Joy sent you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Don't listen to Don't do
they go, who?
Exactly. Share on social media and include hashtag National 7-Eleven Day. And it said the earliest advertised 7-Eleven Day happened in 1989.
Huh.
Interesting, huh?
No, it wasn't too long ago.
No, but this was long ago. The company, which is considered the first convenience store, actually started in 1927 under the name of Southland Ice Company. I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, it goes back to what we were talking about yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, pick up your ice. Pick up your ice.
Yeah, watch your movie.
Hey, honey, will you get a big, giant cube of ice on your way home?
So we can have the fan blow over it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're down to like a quarter of an inch.
Yes. And there's also National Mojito Day. Mojito. That is a favorite drink of author Ernest Hemingway. The mojito is a traditional Cuban highball consisting of white rum, sugar, lime juice, sparkling water, and mint. With a low alcohol content, this refreshing cocktail has found popularity in the summertime for its refreshing combination of sweetness, citrus, and mint flavors.
I'll have to check that out.
I've never had that. No. You could probably get a virgin one if you don't want white rum, I imagine.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds good mixing the lime, like the citrus, with the mint and the bubbly, of the sparkling water. I bet that would taste good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep. And it says you can garnish them with lime wedges and mint leaves. So, and it is also, this is a really good day. I think this is pretty cool. The National Cheer Up the Lonely Day.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Right? It says people across the
Yeah.
United States are trying to make someone happy on National Cheer Up the Lonely Day. If you know someone who is lonely or going through a difficult time due to health issues, financial reasons, grief, due to loss, or personal reasons, this day was actually created as the day to reach out to them and try to cheer them up. Your small act of kindness can make a big difference to them.
Yeah, they should have that every month.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
should.
there's
It
lots
should
of
just
people out
honestly
there.
be every day. Should be Cheer Up a Lonely Person Day.
Yeah, that's
Because
very true.
Yeah, we're all lonely at one point or another, you know.
Right. Yep.
I doubt there's one person on this planet that hasn't felt loneliness at one point, you know.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Says to observe, just some ideas. Mailing a sweet or funny card makes a great surprise for people that don't normally get stuff like that in the mail. Share a bag of popcorn with someone. I don't know that it's a great idea if they're a stranger. I don't think I'd share my bag of popcorn because, you know, that'd be kind of unsanitary. But I would buy them their own bag of popcorn. I don't think you should just roll up to some rando on the street and go, you look a little lonely. Would you like to share my popcorn? You know?
Go into the oil change place and say, hey, you look lonely under that car.
Or roll up in your weird, creepy van. Hey, you look really lonely. How's the popcorn? Like that would just... You'd scare people away, you know?
Right.
Creepy vans. Not the family van like I roll around in, but you know the creepy ones. The creepy vans. They're always white and rusty. Use hashtag Cheer Up the Lonely Day to share on social media. I think that'd be cool. Share different ideas with that hashtag. I'm not a fan of when people do nice things for people and then they like, look what I did. I did something amazing today. And then they like get up and share it all over social media so their good deed can go viral. To me, that always irritates me. That should not be the driving force of your good deed, is so that you can go viral. That's just so shitty. Right.
Yeah, the Lord says, you know, don't let your right hand know what your right hand's doing. Yeah.
Or vice versa. Yeah. Definitely want to remain humble in your good deeds, I think.
Exactly. Yep. It's true.
Yeah. So we are rolling into this delicious, man, there's so many good deeds today. National Blueberry Muffin Day.
Oh, I could get into that. Sounds good.
I don't know. Yeah. I think I might have some blueberries in the freezer. I could rock this one out.
Yeah. Tell the kids.
Yeah, exactly. And not, I'm getting ahead of myself. The National Blueberry Day was actually... says, today we can enjoy the abundant potassium, vitamin C, and B6 and other health benefits of the blueberry much more readily than they did 120 years ago. We bake them into muffins and we eat them by the handfuls. So, and it said that in history, the National Day has not been determined. They don't know where it originated, but I don't care. I think it's a pretty good day too.
I love blueberries. They're so good.
Do you love, I think another thing we love is Rainier Cherry Day, because
it's
Rainier Cherry Day today.
Yeah. And I really didn't know what a Rainier Cherry was until Aldi's had them, and they have in their stores right now. And they're right next to the red cherries, but they're kind of like oranges, peaches color mixed with the cream. And are they good? Yeah,
they are pretty good. Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're like a yellow red, or like you said, a two-tone cherry.
I learned about them 2 years ago. I didn't even know about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it is their day today. In 1952, Washington State University, Harold Fogel created a new cherry by crossbreeding the Bing cherry and the Van cherry varieties. This new cherry was named after Mount Rainier. Now each year on July 11th, National Rainier Cherry Day is observed. Wow, the things you don't know, but now you do know.
Yeah. I didn't know they were out that long.
Pretty cool. So I think that wraps up our National Day. You know, not like we were lacking in any national days today.
Right.
Because that's a pretty beefy national day today. National all the things.
Yeah, a lot.
So we're going to be moving into some newsy news stuff. Here we go. Okay. While I was just fiddling around on my phone, And the kids were playing outside today. I came across an article. It was on CNN.com. And it says that scientists have discovered the world's oldest color. It's bright pink. I would have never thought
really?
That. The oldest color is bright
darn.
pink. Barbie would be like ecstatic right now if she knew.
So would your daughter.
Barbie. Yes, I'll have to let my little one know. The oldest color. It says the color bubblegum, flamingos, and cotton candy. Bright pink is the world's oldest color, according to a recent study. Researchers have discovered the ancient pink pigments in 1.1 billion year old rocks.
Wow.
Deep beneath the Sahara Desert in the Tudendi Basin of Mauritania, West Africa, making them the oldest colors in the geological record. That is crazy.
You can't. It seems like they'd have like a browns and greens, but a pink.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's light pink or bright pink or.
Yeah, it says just it's bright pink. Yeah.
Wow.
It said that Dr. Nurganelli was the one who discovered the pigments as part of her PhD studies at Australia National University. Said that the bright pink colors are more than 500 million years older than the next oldest known pigments and were produced by ancient ocean organisms.
Huh.
That's really crazy. So the bright pink pigments are the molecular fossils of a chlorophyll that were produced by ancient photosynthetic organisms inhabiting an ancient ocean that has long since vanished. That is just mind-blowing.
Wow.
So, wow.
I bet it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Ancient prehistoric organisms.
Like a pink topaz or something.
Organisms. Wow. Yeah. So ancient ocean-dwelling creatures created this bright pink pigment, and it's actually older than what they knew to be their oldest pigment. That is just crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And it said that to discover the pigments, the researchers crushed billion-year-old... I would be like, I don't want to crush the billion-year-old rock. But they crushed a billion-year-old rock into powder, extracted and analyzed the molecules of ancient organisms that were locked inside of them. And then they diluted it, and then the ancient pigments appear bright pink when the powder is diluted. But when they're concentrated, the fossils can range from a blood red to a deep purple. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How would they even think of doing that? That's another point, How?
I guess that would be kind of like what I would think, because you would think like dyes and paints and stuff are pretty much like a dried substance. And, like the watercolors and stuff, whenever you get pigments, you kind of want to crush everything down. And that's what these rocks were. They crushed them down into a powder and then added water and it makes them pop. That's pretty interesting.
Wow, that's something else. I'm telling you.
I was like, I've got to share this story today. If we were going to get to record, I wanted to definitely talk about that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But you wanted to, oh my gosh, before I hop to your next one, this one was right following it. This was nutty. And this one, I know we want to focus on like positive stuff.
Yeah.
But this is like, I think it's positively something that you need to know exists in the world, because this is so weird. This was like, because I'm not a fan of many bugs, and I'm not a fan of a lot of flying bugs, but this is nuts. Like, we're always discovering new creatures and species in the world. And this one, it says, the fierce weapon. New wasp species with a giant stinger is discovered in the Amazon region. That's just another reason for me not to go to anywhere near
like
Amazon.
I want to go there anyway.
I know, but this stinger is nuts.
How big is it?
It is big. The wasp, which scientists have named Clistopyga crescendata, that's my version, boasts a stinger that is both longer and wider than those seen on most wasps. To me, from the picture, of course, it's magnified. It looks like it's a half an inch. In the picture, They make it look like it's the size of your hand because it's so enlarged. But I'm guessing that, if I had to say by shrinking it down, if it's an average wasp size, it'd probably be like a half an inch. It looks massive.
Can you imagine if you had a
No.
daughter, if your family lived in the Amazon and you had bugs if you had bugs like that and they were nice bugs and she wanted to play Barbies and her bugs and then she puts them on their back and they ride them like in the.
Oh my gosh. Right. Yes.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just playing with my Barbies and my bugs.
Yeah. And this is even not only the size of the stinger. Listen to what it does with it. Researchers say that this class of wasps, like the one they discovered, use their stingers not only to inject other creatures with venom, but also to lay eggs. Because you know, getting stung by this massive, horrible stinger isn't enough. But now it wants to impregnate you.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
So, yeah. This is positively disgusting.
Thank you, dear Lord, for sticking me right here in where I'm at.
Michigan and not near the Amazon.
Yeah.
We need to add those that live near these wasps in our prayers tonight because I don't even know this is.
Yeah.
And it says that they just found it. And I'm like, good Lord, where has it been hiding? You know? How does this just go ta-da?
And we complain about mosquitoes.
I know, right? This guy's just like, hey guys,
I'd rather have mosquitoes than that giant stupid huge wasp figure impregnating you.
It's so gross. It said the researcher Ikari E. Saksjarvi said, I have studied tropical peristoid wasps for a long time, but I have never seen anything like it. The stinger looks like a fierce weapon. And just, you know, count your blessings if you don't live. That's the positive spin. Count your blessings. Don't live near the Amazon. And if you live near the Amazon, you're in our prayers tonight because these things are the things of nightmares in my world. Like, come on,
exactly,
sweet baby wasp.
That's where they should send people that are not nice.
Yeah, get out there to the Amazon and get poked and impregnated by this creep-tastic
Put a prison
wasp.
out there. Put a prison out there.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
I got the gross goosebumps right now.
Yeah,
we're gonna be moving on. Joy, you wanted to catch us up?
Yeah, last night when we were on the air, I told you about a place called on YouTube that you can watch people would search old homes and mansions. So I put in search this morning and put it in old houses and mansions, searching through old houses and mansions, and it popped up. And there are some good, but some just look like rat's nest, you know, like they have been, you know, gone forever, and the environment and the pests take over. But they still find some pretty cool things. I don't know. They take a great chance of being arrested for trespassing, but I guess they don't care as long as they get subscribed onto YouTube is how it goes.
Exactly.
They got to get caught first. So anyway, so it's pretty interesting.
That's your small print. Kids don't try this at home, but if you do,
if you're of age and you know better,
right? There are legal repercussions for sneaking into a big places.
Yeah.
But you're saying it is interesting for those who actually have recorded their adventures. And you don't know, they might have permission, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, some I'm sure they do, but some of them will say, I don't think we should go through there. And then another guy will find a window open and say, hey, we can go through here. Okay, let's go through there.
Oh, okay.
It's you know, and I know some of the people, even they let them do that. So they let them, because he said we got permission, but some of them, they didn't get permission. And one was even an old motel that it was back in the 70s. And if those that wanted to see what the colors were like back then, it wasn't in bad shape either. So, yeah.
All right.
I always thought it would be kind of neat to, you know, live in different places. I think I've mentioned that to you before. Wouldn't it be cool if there was places in the United States where they set up a little town that was like the 60s and a little town that was all 50s, and we could go and visit this town and live like that? That would be so darn cool. you know,
sounds like it'd be a good like amusement park kind of a thing, but you know, one day, maybe not like amusement park, but a type of a park or like a camping hotel, kind of a touristy kind of a destination.
Yeah, well, you could you could stay there and live there for like a month or a week to a month and find out what they had then and they don't have now, you know, the difference between now and then.
Jeez, when I was watching the 70s show back in the day, I was thinking, how did they survive without like the microwave? I don't use my microwave now, but then, but I know there's a lot of people that probably think that way. Even like the hairspray and stuff that I was like, thought that I couldn't live without or that I don't want to, because I absolutely love my hairspray. But I'm always like, gosh, what did they do before Hairspray? That's like the old cosmetologist of me, like, how did they keep their hair doing what they wanted it to do, not what it wanted it to do? But I know there's a lot of people that think about that. You always see those memes on the internet about people making fun of the generation that doesn't know what it's like to be attached to the wall on a phone, where you had to stretch the cord as far as you can.
Yeah, and your parents are listening anyway, so, which is a good thing. But
exactly, yes.
And we didn't get to use the phone any darn time we wanted to, you didn't.
Exactly.
It was one phone, and
you just had your brother or sister eavesdropping on the other phone? Like
no, we only had one phone.
Yeah, but in our house, there was more than one phone. And, if your sister's talking to her boyfriend or a friend and you're dishing back and forth, and then your sibling would sneak, or even the parent would sneak on the other phone, and you like try to be a ninja and like pick the phone up real quiet and like put your hand over it. And then sometimes they call through and be like, I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. Put it down. Put it down. I know my sister did that to me and I did it to her.
Well, yeah, but that's a good way how parents could keep ahead of their children.
Exactly. Yeah. Pay them a couple bucks, but now you can't. No,
yeah, cell phones.
Pay them a couple bucks to go monitor the other sibling.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to know what your neighbors were like, you just did a party. You had a party line.
See, that was way before, obviously, my time, and that's kicking it up a little too out of the comfort zone. Could you imagine? Because not everybody loves their neighbors anyways. And like to be back in the day and just be like talking and then have some person like your neighbor, your creepy, weird neighbor or whatever, like listening in on your conversations.
Well, you probably was mind your P's and Q's when you were.
I don't know, man.
People didn't talk like that back then. They kept it to themselves.
Huh.
Within the family. But I'm sure they did because they got the old gangster movies and stuff too, And nobody could trace you down because you don't know what phone you're using, a payphone. I remember payphones.
Ask their neighbors. Oh, yeah, they're down the road.
Yeah, I remember payphones. It was pretty cool, too. So, but you don't see them anymore, those boxes.
Not very much. No, not at all. And half the ones now you don't want to get out because they look a little creepy. You're like, what is that?
Right.
Who stands out in public and has a conversation?
Right, and you never thought to have a phone with you when you traveled, you just didn't, if you broke down, I guess you're walking.
Yeah, now I feel naked if I
But think about how cell phones have saved people's lives, where back then they're a goner because there was nobody there to tell them what to do.
Absolutely, yep.
So it's kind of a blessing, but then it's not, but it's still a blessing, so.
Right.
Because you don't know what it does to our brains, but however, we got on this old stuff, so I guess we're...
But what we do know... is it's time to move on to the Did You Know That segment. Here we go.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Aw, there's my baby.
Every time you hear it, it's like, ah.
Yes, my little baby girl.
Oh, I think when I lifted my finger up, it cut it out, didn't it? I forgot. I could hear it. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, did you know that as many as 20 quadrillion individual bugs don't listen to me because it's started in the middle of my thing. I'm just going to start all over again. Here we go. Did you know that?
Okay.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Oh, listen to my baby.
Little baby.
That's my little girl.
Oh, right. I thought this was an interesting topic for Did you know that birds eat up to 550 million tons of insects a year? Birds are my
well, somebody's got to eat them.
Species in the world.
Somebody's better than me.
I need more birds in my yard. More birds.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they didn't eat them, what it would be like?
Exactly. That's exactly my thought. I was like, sweet baby biscuits. Could you imagine? And just a couple days ago, I kept seeing this robin fly up to my front door. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is this bird obsessed with my front porch? Out of the whole yard or the whole house, why pick the most trafficked area, right? And you know where she's living? In my flower pot, hanging from my porch. Because I'm that lazy gardener, everybody is. I plant fake flowers in my flower pot, and I keep them out there 365 days a year. So, like in the winter, I'm still rocking flowers on my porch. That's how much I
went by a house the other day, and they still had their Christmas tree in their front window.
That's just weird. Yeah, that's a little... That would make me wonder if the owners are alive. Like, I feel like somebody should call 911 and have them go in and see if the person's still alive.
Well, the grass was mowed, so I figured
that's a cover job. I don't know. But just in case you were curious, it says that the scientists have determined that the world's birds eat 450 to 550 million tons of insects a year. That is as many as 20 quadrillion. Wrap your mind around that number. Individual bugs. 20 quadrillion individual bugs. And the study highlights the importance the study highlights the important role birds play in keeping plant-eating insect populations under control. So just like what you were saying, like, can you imagine?
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
That's so gross.
Wow.
So it dawned on me.
Fish eat them too, you know.
What's that? Fish?
Fish eat them too, you know.
Not as many,
fly fishing, you know, they just... Well, somebody's got to hit the dust, you know, hit the water.
Right, but they said
and there are birds that sweep down and get them off the water too.
Yeah, it said that other predator groups such as bats, primates, shrews, hedgehogs, frogs, salamanders, and lizards also seem to be very valuable bug eaters, but are less effective natural enemies of plant-eating insects. So there are a lot of other creatures out there. But birds are really taking the cake on taking the bug cake on the whole numbers of plant-eating bugs. Because that would be catastrophic if we didn't
probably
have these
should
birds.
Google it if you want. I know that bats really love mosquitoes. I know that.
Oh yeah,
and I know that martins
dragonflies too, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I think the dragonflies do the.
I remember you doing it. I remember you telling me that's one time.
Right, but I figured out that's probably why that bird is making her house in my flower pot right by my front door, because at night I have my porch light on and it's like a buffet. Mm-hmm. I wonder if she would go out. Maybe she
just sit in her
dead
nest
bugs after night. You know. Overnight, there you do find dead bugs and stuff all over the porch, because I don't know, that last night was their last hurrah, and they're like, woo-hoo! Their
lifespan,
I've swirled across this light bulb 892 times. Yeah, they're like living it up on their porch tonight. Porch party.
Yeah, tonight we're gonna play chicken.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
can you imagine seeing another bug flying like a bug and landed face to face with another bug?
I don't know. I was just picturing bug jousting events. Like, one bug starts on one side of my porch, the other bug starts on the other side, and they just charge, and like the unfortunate souls that don't survive fall to my porch, and then the robin swoops down in the morning and has a free breakfast. So really, that's probably the smartest robin out of the forest. Right now is the one
I guess,
hanging out on my living feet from my front door. So yes, I thought that was crazy. I don't want to think about what life would be like without these birds eating all these bugs. And I don't want to live in the Amazon. So those are things I'm very positive that I about today.
You got it down pat then. You know just what you want.
Yes. But you had an interesting thing you wanted to share. Was words of old and new.
Oh, yeah, you guys, this is something that I think is really neat. You know how the older generation, which is seniors, citizens, we had words that meant different meanings like they have them today, such as old words having like cloud. When we heard the word cloud, we looked up in the sky. We saw the word tablet. We knew it went with a pencil, and it's a tablet, you know, like you take your tablets to school. I remember buying a tablet at school for like 20 cents or 10 cents, and we had our pencil and our tablet, and we'd go to the office and get our tablet when we needed more paper. And then, and catfish. And, you know, catfish, lots of people love to eat catfish. I can't stand it because of this taste about it. But each one of these words take a whole different meaning. And I bet you didn't know this one, as the cloud is due to the computer now. It's got something to do with the cloud. Now, what would your meaning of the cloud mean, Jen?
The cloud, well, because I'm not too dir that I know that they're in the sky still, but now the new meaning is putting your data up in a cloud.
Yeah. If I said to you, Jenny, a tablet, what would you think?
My Samsung tablet that I let my kids watch their half-an-hour shows on before bed.
Yeah, see? And if I said to you, catfish.
Or tablets that the Ten Commandments were etched into. Too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't have thought about, like, a paper tablet.
No. How about catfish?
Catfish is the MTV show where people pretend to be somebody they're not. Yeah. And then, some dude named Frank sitting in an internet cafe pretending to be a lady named Suzette, and 27 is really a 70-year-old man pretending to be Suzette. That is when you're catfishing someone.
Yeah, see, and then that's what I mean. Words have changed through the years.
I also know it's the fish that my hubby would go fishing for all night and have a blast doing, but I would never eat them because, come on. I'm mentally allergic to anything that lives in the water. So. But I see your point. It is interesting how that
and then I bet you didn't know this evolves. One. When I say the word bump, what does that bring to your mind? Seriously?
Oh, no.
What the heck? I'm thinking I can see your hands up in the air and you're bumping your tushes together like that bump dance. No, that's not what I was getting at. Okay. All right. So really,
my cold is going to make me heck of a long laugh. I'm trying not to laugh.
Okay. I say here. Bump. What do you think?
Bump would be like if you made a post on a website, like on Facebook or in a forum, and it's kind of like 29 people have posted since you posted, and now your post is all the way at the bottom of the barrel, and so you got to like put the word bump, which now forums are like, don't bump articles, so you have to like make another name to make it not look like you, so you can bump your own stuff without getting in trouble.
It sounds very complicated.
I know, right?
Well, here's my meaning of bump. It's an obstacle or a hindrance to you, or something in the road, and you bumped into it. Or
like a fist bump, I would think of that.
Yeah, fist bump. Yeah. Yeah, or you could say that little boy was you could say, boy, there was a bump in that road. Or a bump like in life, I went over that bump and got through it fine, I learned something. There's just different ways to move. And it's
bump
sad,
on a
too.
Log? Is that
bump on a log, yeah, meaning that you don't do much. You just sit there like a bump on a log, a bump in life, And I'm sure we all know people like that.
Yes.
Yes. So, there's all kinds of different ways different words. So you'll be hearing that from time to time.
Will that be your new segment?
Yeah, it'd be my new segment. I love doing this, and it's pretty interesting how different words mean to us seniors and those that are born in the 70s and the 50s and the 40s and in the 60s, and then how it's all different now in the 2000s and some.
All right, that works.
Or even the word block is to place something in front of the road or the path that people cannot pass through. So, what would your meaning to block would be?
Like when you're blocking someone that you don't like on social media.
Yeah, like network or Twitter or viewing your profile. You can block somebody.
Block. Yeah. No, you did it. Block.
I don't want to hear from you again.
Block. I'll block your block and then block you again.
Yes.
And then you got
Charlie Brown.
Now you just mute everybody. Yeah, that's another word.
Yeah. So like if you block, it's just kind of like the same meaning that you just said. So there's two really crazy how it plays back and forth. So no wonder the English language is a hard language to understand because it's
I know, especially when you're like us and we make up our own words and sometimes on the fly.
This up. We didn't make this up, but we do have and probably will.
Absolutely. All right.
That's
Well,
just
I like
who
that
we
new
are.
segment. I'll have to come up with an intro for it. So.
Okay. All right.
But that's moving us into our recommendations, or in your case, your non-recommendation.
Yes,
Here we
non-recommendation.
go. All right. Well, I was sitting here going, what do I recommend? Joy has something that she absolutely does not recommend. And then I looked over on my counter and I saw the nice shiny green can of key lime LaCroix water. And I thought, I recommend that because it's pretty darn tasty.
Is it?
I like it. I was at the store over the weekend, and like whenever we go to Aldi's, it doesn't. They have like just like maybe 2 or 3 flavors, but they don't get any of the new stuff. So then when I went to another grocery store, and it had key lime LaCroix, or I don't even know how you want to spell it.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. No, that's not that. It sounds more.
It's got an X on the end, so what the heck?
But I think that's silent, you turkey.
Oh, okay.
But key
See, I told you to
lime
make up our
LaCroix
own words.
water is pretty tasty. I like it a lot, so I do recommend that. And what you don't recommend is what?
As seen on TV, I bought a pocket hose. I'm sure you've all bought some kind of a little pocket hose just to see, does this really work? I bought it 2 years ago, and all was fine. And I used it 2 days ago, and I went out yesterday, and I pulled it. I bought a 100-foot one. So I pulled it around like I have been, and I noticed that there's a little tiny, like, clear bump in my hose. And I thought, what is that? So I went over and looked, and the material had ripped, and it's material on the outside. The material had ripped, so now I'm telling you, it was crazy. All of a sudden, it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm holding this thing thinking, what the heck? Then it got like a clear clown balloon, and it went, pop! And water all over me. I was like, oh my gosh.
You're like watching it in slow motion.
What do I do? I was trying to figure out, how do I turn it off? I'm in the middle of this big hole now.
Oh my gosh.
And the material's ripping and ripping and ripping as it's going out.
That is
and it didn't
nuts.
go back the way it was just crazy. And I spent $50 on that. So
that is crazy.
I'm going to go now to a metal one. I can't do
a
that.
A metal hose? How does that work?
No, they said it's the same kind of concept.
But it's like a metal mesh protectant?
It's metal, and it won't rip. So once those hoses rip, so don't buy any of those hoses that have cloth on it, because they rip. And they get tugged on something, and it never went back the way it said.
That's
still
ridiculous.
I know it.
Well, speaking of something else that's going to blow up all over and get leaking, is my dog. She's going to pee on my floor if I don't let her out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jeez, I thought they had to go pee, and apparently they had to do other things.
Oh, okay. It scared me.
You're sitting there telling me about your hose, and then I hear all the footprints upstairs. And I'm like, oh gosh, every time I hear that means they mean business. They're ready to go. They're ready to get out. Yeah, so you've only had it a year? No, 2 years.
Yeah, I only had it 2 years, and it didn't work very good. The hose didn't even go back the way it's supposed to go, so I'm not going back to that again. So it's probably okay if you've got just a tiny little hose, like you just got a little area. But I have quite a big area of flowers that I need to water. So, yeah, I would not suggest the cloth kind for major work. So.
All righty. Well, we got some funny stuff.
Yeah.
Some funny stuff to share. You had a joke?
Yes, I've got a joke. Now here's my joke of the day. What did the evaporate?
We need a drum roll sometime. I'll have to look up a drum roll.
Well, yeah. I was thinking Loretta Lynn for this one.
Oh.
Okay, joke of the day. What did the evaporating raindrops say? I'm going to pieces.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you're so silly. Is that Patsy Cline?
Yeah, Patsy Cline, yes.
You said Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn. Erase that, start over. All right, erase that, start over.
I'm not erasing it. It is staying in the show.
Oh, no. I don't know what I was thinking, and I love Patsy Cline, and I love Loretta Lynn, too.
Oh, I know you love Patsy Cline, and so does every karaoke booth.
Yes,
and
I love my
fair
karaoke.
Of my childhood.
Yes.
Yes. That one and your old favorite, Rocky Top.
Oh, Rocky Top will always be home sweet home to me.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. I stumbled across a very bizarre product on Facebook, and it had a video, and it showed a bowl of fruit, and it showed a fly landing on it, and it showed this guy take this little toy gun out from behind him and go pew, pew, and the fly's like poof, gone, knocked off the fruit. And I was like, really? What is this amazing contraption? I need 4 of these. Because it seems like flies this year, you know, everybody throughout the summer, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. It seems to be, like, really annoying this year.
Well, your kids have gotten older.
Yes, I think that's what it is. My kids have gotten older. We're in and out more. So we get these stupid little, you know, BFFs now. They're like, I love you. You're my best friend. Let me follow you in and drive you nuts every day of your life forever and ever and ever. I never want to leave. And now my son, like, if there's one in his bedroom, he's like, no, I'm not going to sleep. There's an evil fly on my ceiling. So then I'm like, dude, I'm too short. You're just going to have to deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. Well, then I remembered my handy dandy olive spray that I like to spray on stink bugs. Yes. Well, if you come to my house, I have shiny, my husband hates this, but I have shiny spots.
I heard him.
Everywhere in my house. And he'll be walking by, and the light is blinding you, and you're like, where's this magnificent light coming from? Oh, it's the sunshine that's reflecting off from one of Jen's oil splots that she used to attack a bug, and it's reflecting into your eye. Because it shines in the summer light. And, so that's what I've been using to get the flies out of my son. Like, if a fly flies in there, it's only happened like 2-3 times, enough to be annoying. And
hey, you know what? I remember how much I loved doing. I used hairspray. That is awesome. I mean, it's like their wings go stick. Their eyes are like fog.
Yeah, but hairspray, man, that's like liquid gold.
Well, if to a bee, it's awesome.
I think, if the one's coming at me, you know, a lighter and some hairspray, make like a torch. No, don't do that, kids at home. You'll set things on fire.
You have your cartoon mind going.
Yeah, my cartoon Jen and her flamethrower. Don't do that at home. I'm not paying your legal fees. Do not do that. But so
she's just joking.
Olive oil's been my main squeeze, but this thing now called Bug Assault, the original salt gun 2.0. Did you know that what is this? You can save on Amazon Prime. Sale right now. You can get the Bug Assault 2.0 from Skell Inc. for $39.95.
Are you serious?
Not kidding. No
There's
batteries
salt
required.
That comes out?
Yes. A fine table salt is the ammo.
Oh my gosh.
Of this Bug Assault gun. Yes.
Was it sea salt or regular salt?
It's that table salt. That's fine. I'm reading all the reviews. Let's see what this review is. What started my life down a dark path was coming home one day to an apartment of flies after returning home from vacation. I tried killing them with newspapers and t-shirts, but the stress and mess was wearing me out. As I slept, they kept coming and buzzing zzz in my ear, waking me up at 4 a.m., traumatizing me and my 2 cats, who looked to me to be their protector. I remembered an ad online for Bug Assault and decided to order on Amazon Prime because the thought of using harsh chemicals was too much to bear. The gun arrived within 2 days, and immediately I felt my life change. After loading the salt-wearing safety glasses, I cocked the shotgun and racked up my first kill. Then, from there, I developed a bloodlust for killing flies and quickly dispatched all remaining Fly Clan members in the house. But that did not satisfy my bloodthirsty. I left the door open and started to bait flies to come into my house and began my appetite to This person's amazing. I love their review. Oh, dear God.
I can't even imagine. He must be a darn good target.
I know, right? It said, I left the door open and started to bait flies to come into my house and began my appetite to rid the world of these annoying creatures. Then the problem got much worse. Then I developed an alias and began to stalk restaurants at night, enter through the back door, killing all of their flies and leaving their bodies, and as an example to all the others. It cost me my relationship with my family. Family functions, I am absent as well as holidays. So I warn you, before you order this, do not become like me. That is absolutely
good marketing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Marketing, yeah.
I
That's
love
awesome.
that. That is one of the actual customers' review that they put.
Oh my gosh, he's so good.
The product description is the Bug Assault 2.0 is the most powerful, efficient bug assault designed yet. The Bug Assault shoots a shotgun spray of regular table salt and decimates flies on contact. A sure, fun way to enjoy a disgusting task.
Hey, you could use that for
what's that?
You could use it for intruders too. Aim for the eye. Salt in the eye.
You're like, hold on, don't move. Don't move. I'm going to bug assault you, you dirty, you filthy animal. A surefire way to enjoy a disgusting task. Rid your house of all those pesky pests and have a blast while doing it. For use by adults only, 18 years of age and older.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has 4.6 out of 5 stars, and it has 3,335 customer reviews.
Oh, that's cool.
On Amazon.
I'll be darned. Never thought of it.
I know, right? So, if you're looking for a little extra summer excitement, try the Bug Assault 2.0.
Yeah.
Let me know how it works, because I want to get me one. I'll get one if it means that I can pick off June bugs.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Have a bad day at work, bring it home, sit on your front porch, pick off those little buggers. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You're Robin. You're Robin.
Yeah, me and Robin, we're tight. We'll be BFFs.
Yeah.
She'll have a little sign out in front and say, "Welcome home, Jen. Let the fun begin." I'll go get my Bug Assault weapon, sit out there and feed her whole family for free.
And then her family will come and grow up there, and then their family.
I will become their best friend ever.
Yeah, you will be.
Yeah, they'll all wear T-shirts with my face on it.
Yeah,
I'll get free worms for fishing. I'd be like, I got a hookup right here. Robin
I bet you do. Yeah,
She'll fly out, give me a bunch of worms. We'll go fishing. I'm gonna go to the bait shop. I just got Robin up in my flower pot.
Yeah,
we trade. That's how we roll.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, right? It'll be. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Not the worms, but being able to take out bugs. Bam.
Yeah.
And I won't have all those shiny spots all over my house anymore, right?
Bam.
Bam.
You're such a nut. Oh, golly.
Now I'm hacking over here at the sick podcast.
Yeah.
The sick chick hacking and cackling.
Well, I think we better close this segment up.
All right, we're going to close this show down with my last funny thing that I saw on the internet.
Okay.
This kind of reminds me of, like, at 10 o'clock this morning, I had some dirt knock on my door. Who knocks on someone's door at 10 a.m.? Sorry, not me. Especially when I have a nice welcoming sign that says, "No trespassing, no loitering, no solicitation." Like, I made it, years ago and taped it to my front door. Apparently, this person doesn't know what that means. So
probably don't know how to read.
Something weird. And they had a sketchy little tan vehicle. You know me, I don't answer my door. Yeah. And I do that weird, like, peer out the piece of fabric. Like, their little piece of fabric that might be separated enough for me to make out your face. And I look at their vehicle. What's that?
These days you have to.
I know, right? And so I'm looking out. My dogs are going nuts. Let us eat him. Let us eat him. And I'm like, no. Shh. I'm checking this out. So then I'm looking, and it has like this tan sketchy car with like a magnet that you make, and then it's slapped on the side of the vehicle. I couldn't even make out what. I'm like, yeah, you look real legit. Yeah. 1, you done ticking me off because you're coming at my house at 10 a.m. 2, you have a sketchy vehicle with some magnet hooked on the side. I'm not even giving you the time of day. Get off my lawn. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's annoying. So here's how you handle those people on the phone. You answer, this one I said, this guy posted on the internet, answering the phone, Sheriff's Department, Fraud Division, sure has slowed down the telemarketers. Hilarious, right?
That is good. That's really good.
I'm like, that's totally what I would, if I answered my phone, that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's
if I answered
awesome.
unknown numbers, that's how I would say. I'd be like, or Sheriff's Department Fraud Division. So there you go.
Sheriff's Division. Would you like the fraud? Would you like the fraud division? Because they have a secretary, you know.
Yeah, that's what she got it wrong though. It says Sheriff's Department Fraud Division.
Sheriff's Department Fraud Division. Would you like to talk to someone that knows right where you are at?
Yeah, exactly. Stay on the phone for 30 more seconds. Yes. So you can get your location.
Exactly.
Because every movie we've ever watched, that's we gotta pick up on the phone.
Right.
And they never get them. They're like, oh, sorry, they got off. It was like 29.5 seconds. They were on.
And if any of our listeners has something really cool that they say, let us know.
Invigorate radio@gmail.com. You can listen to the show and find all the places that our show is available to subscribe to on whatever mobile app at invigorateradio.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at Invigorate Radio. And Joy is Invigorate Joy on Instagram. And I'm Invigorate Jen on Instagram. And we have our Facebook page at Invigorate Radio on Facebook.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Share all of your, and I remembered all that in my head.
Oh, that's good. You're doing better than when you first started out.
I know, right? A couple days ago, right?
I taught you well, haven't I?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's it right there.
I know it. Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been fun. We're lucky we got to sneak one in. We're going to try to sneak in them whenever we can.
Yeah. So it's not going to be every day because life does get in the way.
Yeah,
so
we learn that real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. All right, here we go. Outro.
Bye. See you in a brand new cartoon.